You have to love a build that simultaneously stacks an absurd amount of bonus armor and weapon damage for simply just pointing and shooting. This is one of the most user-friendly builds in the game that requires almost no setup to have you easily clearing a ton of endgame content in the Division 2. Magos Buck here, and today let's go over Heartbreaker done right. Kicking it off with an overview of our full build, and then I will go over each piece of gear, attributes, and mods individually. Also keep in mind that this entire video is time stamped, so if you think you missed something or need to jump around, please make use of the chapters, and the entire build will be written out in the description of the video as well. With that said, let's look at a quick overview of the entire build before going over each piece separately. We are going with 4 pieces of the Heartbreaker gear set, the Coyote exotic mask, a Ceska backpack with Vigilance, and a high RPM assault rifle. And now let's get into the details of the build, starting with our gear set, and that is 4 pieces of Heartbreaker. 4 pieces of Heartbreaker grants us 15% assault rifle damage, 15% weapon handling, which directly affects weapon accuracy, stability, and reload speed, and 4 pieces grants the gear set talent Heartstopper. Heartstopper makes it so headshots apply a pulse for 5 seconds. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies adds a stack of plus 1% bonus armor and plus 1.1% weapon damage to pulsed enemies up to a max of 50 stacks. Our Heartbreaker pieces will be going in the gloves, knees, holster, and chest slot, so we will be making use of the Heartbreaker chest talent Max BPM. Increases max stacks for Heartstopper from 50 to 100. Our Heartbreaker gear will be all blue cores for 170,000 extra armor per piece, with critical hit damage being our secondary attribute. Our next piece of gear is going to go in the backpack slot, and that is going to be a Ceska backpack for 8% extra overall crit chance. Our backpack talent is going to be Vigilance, increases total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. The fun thing about Vigilance with Heartbreaker is that as long as you have bonus armor, you get to keep the Vigilance buff. Our Ceska backpack is going to be all red rolled with weapon damage as our core, and critical hit damage and critical hit chance as our secondary attributes. And with our one remaining gear piece, we are going with the exotic Coyote's mask. Coyote's always comes all red rolled with weapon damage, crit damage, and crit chance, and has the exotic talent Pack Instincts. You and all allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. Basically, shoot an enemy between 0 meters and 25 plus meters away, and you will grant yourself and your teammates free crit damage and or crit chance. Speaking of crit chance, our stat goals for this build with a fully optimized build and maxed out Shade Watch is 50% crit chance and 141% crit damage. We will be modding our mask, chest, and backpack with 2 crit damage mods and 1 crit chance mod. Now let's get into things that really help the build shine, and that is going to be our primary weapon, secondary weapon, specialization, and skills. With that said, let's go over the specialization first, as it is pretty crucial to the build, and that is Technician. Technician unlocks the linked laser pointer underbarrel attachment that will pulse enemies when you aim at them. This makes it so that Heartbreaker stacks can easily be obtained without always hitting headshots. Technician will also give us +1 skill tier, which is helpful for our main skill choice. Just be sure to spec into the AR damage and shotgun damage nodes for an extra 15% damage to both. Our primary source of damage for this build is going to be a high RPM AR, and my top choice is the Police M4. You can go with things like the Lexington, P416, FAMAS, you get the point. All assault rifles come statically rolled with assault rifle damage and health damage, and you will want damage to target out of cover as your final attribute, as it is the largest damage multiplier. As for the weapon talent, I went with Flatline, as it amplifies weapon damage by 15% to pulsed enemies, which we will have a 100% uptime on. Our weapon mods for our Police M4 are going to be the C79 scope for plus 5% crit chance, the 5.56 extended mag for plus 20 rounds, the linked laser pointer to pulse enemies we aim at, and the 5.56 muzzle for another extra 5% crit chance. Our secondary weapon is going to be strictly for building Heartbreaker stacks, and that is going to be an ACS-12 drum mag shotgun, also modded with the linked laser pointer. You will want damage to target out of cover on your shotgun as well, and the talent Brazen. And lastly, our skills for this build are going to be the Crusader shield, which allows us to shoot both our AR and shotgun while our shield is drawn. And since we will have 4 blue cores and 1 yellow core, our shield is going to be rather tanky. Our second skill is going to be the Decoy to pull aggro so that we get shot at less. You could also go with the Artificer Hive here, but the shield feels like it's in a good spot, so it's not super needed in my opinion. Just a reminder that this entire video is timestamped if you need to return to a section you may have missed or jump around, and I will always write out a full breakdown of the build in the description of the video below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. See you next time.